2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Moments away, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the last game for Chicago, it was a win against the Hawks. It must be pointed out that a win here would give them the 6th best record in the league. That's a pretty good spot to be in at this time of year.
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one. We're all set to bring you NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The Pacers still playing on their home court in this one. And 4th place in the East, this is a confident team. They're not backing down from anybody.
And right now for the Pacers, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
They look to be a dangerous team. I wouldn't have thought that a few months ago, but now I'm a believer.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Pau Gasol is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Smith. Then it's Young. And it's Rose in at the 1. And that one's good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Outside Hill. Allen, a screen on Smith. Ellis can't get it to go. So it's Chicago now. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
George with the bucket.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hand. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here is Smith. Nailed from three-point land. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Gasol, a screen on Hill. Smith on the wing. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Smith's got 5 now.
Good display of physicality by Gasol to set that shot up.
Pick up by Hill. There's the screen. And it's Ellis penetrating. Terrific design on the pick foot. And he lays it in. Ellis has got his first points of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Rose kicks to Drummond. Allen with the rebound.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Ellis right side. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Ellis has got his second basket of the night. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Rose kicks to Gasol. The jump hook, no good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line. Tell you what, Monte Ellis is one of the best second-round draft picks of all time in the league, not just the last decade. I mean, this guy was a 5-star recruit out of high school, committed to college, and changed his mind and entered the draft, where the Warriors stole him with the 40th pick in 2005.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Getting back to Monta Ellis. Had he gone to college for even 1 year, I think he would have probably been a top 10 pick. But you look at what he's brought to the table over his career, points and assists, rebounds, steals, playmaking. His production has been astounding.
You know, he's one of those unsung players. He never gets voted to the All-Star game. Never gets spoken about as one of the top guards in this league. But you look at the body of work and you ask his competitors throughout this league, and they're going to tell you that guy's as tough as they get.
Rose, no good. And it's the Pacers' ball. They trail by 1. And there's Paul George on the assist by Ellis.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
For Chicago, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8, and even 3-on-3 break. Hill kicks to Hill. And George, here we go. And Hill throws it down.
Classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And he gets the bucket.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Ellis. 23 points for him the last game against Houston.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Rose kicks to Young. Fades and shoots. The kick out to Rose. Gasol setting the pick for Rose. Gasol in the high post. It's rebounded by Indiana. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
Now Young. Paul George missing from long range. Shots good from Young.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Outside Hill. He kicks it to Ellis. Allen outside. George double teamed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hill, no good. Chicago trailing here. Down low, here's Young. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Young's got 5 points so far.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, right? That's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
Turner's checked in for Indiana. The Bulls also changing it up. Splitter comes in for Drummond. And Taj Gibson is subbed in for Pau Gasol. Bulls have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Hill against Rose. Smith outside. There's the dish to Gibson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Splitter. No luck. Good work defensively by Turner.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injury. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
On the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Some changes for Indiana. Portis comes in for Allen. Odney Stuckey subbed in for Monta Ellis. Then for the Bulls, Mirotic is checked in for Young. Tony Snell comes in for Smith. And it's Clarkson in for Derrick Rose.
And, you know, back to D. Rose. He grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's South Side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on
Who's coming off a 13-point game against Houston. George with the bucket.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Earlier I spoke with Frank Vogel. He told me he looks forward to games like this, saying this is a team we're facing that really knows how to play and how to execute their offense. And certainly at our best, we can do the same thing. So for an old school guy like myself, it really makes the game enjoyable. It becomes a mental challenge as much as a physical one. A great point, guys. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, guys, it really makes sense to have their defense poised to deal with the great shooters on the floor tonight.
It really does. If they can't keep the damage done by those guys to a minimum, then it's going to be a long night.
No secret about that. I mean, when they're able to get into a rhythm shooting the ball, they can put a lot of points on the board in a hurry.
Now Clarkson. Paul George missing from long range. Mirotic has a wide open look. And the Bulls with another miss. Indiana's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. George passes to Turner. That ball's nice feed that time from George. Turner's got his first points of the game. Bulls trail by 3. Clarkson with the ball. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Outside Gibson. Pass to Mirotic. Shoots a fader, and that is good.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
They set the pick. Stuckey kicks to George. 14 feet away. Chicago grabs the miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Now, here's Clarkson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Mirotic for the 3. Hill pulls it in.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I've described him is just steady.
Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for George. Pacers on defense. It's a 3-point game. Here's Clarkson looking for his first basket still in this one. Right wing. That's a 2 from Snell. Hands the shot with nobody near him.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
The Pacers shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. There's the pick. Stuckey drives inside. Lots of room. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Splitter sets a screen. Clarkson dishes to Splitter. That gives them the lead. Splitter's got 5 points so far.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Now here is Hill. Last game he had 12. 4 on the clock. Here's Stuckey. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jump.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Now, here's Clarkson. He He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by Indiana. Hill's got his third rebound on the night. Stuckey drives inside. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists tonight. Right, he's checked in for the Bulls. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Clarkson kicks to Gibson. There's a good screen. Snell from outside. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound. Pacers leading by 4. Stuckey outside. From 12 feet out. Chicago grabs the miss. An even 3-on-3 break. And Wright kicks to Clarkson. Good on the 13-footer.
He's the kind of player that even the best defense has no answer.
Shot is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pacers lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in NBA history. Pau talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage with his brother Mark.
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it. I'm just proud to be Mark's brother, and I'm proud of what he's become as a basketball player and as a man.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way 2 of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become 2 of the best centers in the NBA of this age.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Indiana, they've got Hill. Rodney Stuckey out there with Ellis. Then there's Lavoy Allen. And it's Dunleavy in at the small forward position. And he makes the first. Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
Both free throws good from Hill.
And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
They recover it. Pacers leading by 4. Stuckey outside. Pick up by Hill. Here's Dunleavy, guarded by Wright. Stuckey into the lane. Clock is at 3. Free throw line jump shot. Nice jump shot. Good. Stuckey's got 7 points in the game.
On the topic of Jordan Hill, hey, there aren't many guys like him with his size who can move that well. He's entering the prime of his career right now. Will he continue to ascend, or will he be content with where he's at? Time will tell.
And for the Pacers, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Stuckey into the lane. Stuckey with another miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Paul George is checked in for the Pacers. And the Bulls making a change also. J.R. Smith's checked in for Jarrell Wright. The Bulls have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Pacers leading by 3. Stuckey outside. It's stolen by Smith. In transition, here come the Bulls. Rose with the ball. Shots good from Young.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Ellis. He's got 6. Outside, George. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. 16 points for Paul George. Outside Rose. Nick Young on the wing, defended by George. Back to Rose. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. No good. That would have tied it.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Smith, no luck. Pacers leading by 3. Here's George, and that one's good. George has got 4 points this quarter.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Smith, the pass to Drummond. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Ellis dishes to Hill. All sorts of time, and he gets it to go. Hill's got 6 points.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
Smith outside. Here's Rose. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Hill, a screen on Rose. Stuckey kicks to George. To the inside. Hill. The shot's good on the assist by George. Hill's got the lead up to 7 now for Indiana.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Smith kicks to Rose. He feeds it to Drummond. He dishes it to Gasol. Puts up the baby hook. This is his first free throw of the game.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or to become alarmed about it.
Splitters checked in for Drummond. Both free throws good from Gasol.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
And the Pacers call time here. Defensively by Smith.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
The Bulls have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. free throw good from Gasol. Indiana leading. Outside, George. The rebound by Young.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
So it's the Pacers now. Ellis, the pass to Stuckey. Dishes it to Allen. Pick up by Hill. Allen kicks to Stuckey. Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. A shot by George, wide open. Indiana again missing. The Bulls have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. The pass to Rose. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, taking himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
George with the bucket.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, and they found that sweet spot in the defense. And it's right between the paint and the three-point line. And boy, have they been rock solid.
Now here's Rose. A 23-point game for him in the win against Atlanta.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that one.
Here's Stuckey after the Bulls pick up 2. Ellis dishes to Allen. Pick up by Hill. Allen passes to Ellis. Hands the shot from the wing. Ellis has got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Screen by Smith. To the paint. That's good from Gasol on the assist by Rose. 9 points for Pau Gasol.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Indiana shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Free throw, good, Stuckey.
And Rodney Stuckey, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington, played a big role for the Pacers a season ago.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Hill. Portis comes in for Allen. And George Hill's subbed in for Monte Ellis. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Young. Tony Snell's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Rose. You were talking about Stuckey. He did play well in his first year with the Pacers. Clarkey helped them as a starter and off the bench.
Yeah, really had his most efficient year scoring the ball to date. And more than his scoring and what he brought on the court, his presence in the locker room and professionalism. You talk to the people around the Pacers, he was a breath of fresh air on a team that has a number of fresh air guys.
Here's Hill following the score by Taj Gibson. Hill kicks to George. Stuckey outside. From 13, and he hits the jumper for 2. Stuckey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Here's Snell. Passes to Mirotic to the inside. Here's Splitter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Splitter's got 9 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now Clarkson feeds it to Splitter. Clarkson with the ball. George picks him up. Kicks to Mirotic. Here's the dish to Clarkson. Another shot, and Turner with the block, and he recovers it. Pacers trail by 3. And here is Hill. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Chicago's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Mirotic, a screen on Stuckey. Now, here's Clarkson. Started by Stuckey. Pocket 6. Picked his pocket. Hill with it. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 22 points here for George. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Indiana. Now, here's Clarkson. Mirotic, a screen on Hill. Here's Clarkson. No good. Hill with some nice D. Pacers shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. Lets it go with the 3. Shot is off. And it's Chicago the other way. Now the feed to Clarkson. Down low. Splitter, that's good. Splitter's got 11.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
There's the pick. George with the ball. Now guarded by Gibson. Back to George. Steps back and fires. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. George has got 24.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
You know, and Paul George played the first few years of his career in the NBA with 24 on his back. And as you can see, he now goes with 13 after making the switch prior to last year.
The Pacers making a switch here. Dunleavy's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Wright's checked in.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And so here is Indiana. The Bulls getting the bucket. Portis, nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Portis has got his first points of the night.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And with Paul George going with the number 13 now, as you can see, helps with his nickname, PG-13.
Yeah, that's a good nickname, a nice fit. Young Tracy, as he likes to go by on Twitter, he said himself that it was about embracing his stature and stardom in the league. Nice way to do it.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Splitter. Now here's Gibson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And Drummond kicks to right. Bulls moving the ball around. No No good from Gibson. Indiana trailing here.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
On the wing, Hill, guarded by Wright. Hill, no good. 20 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Clarkson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Clarkson's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Here's George. George missing again. Clarkson. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. It's Chicago. They're up by 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Monte, you guys had very active hands out there, and your defense seemed really to drive your offense.
We know if we get defense to stop, we're going to lead the offense. So that's going to be our main focal point is defense and get out and run.
Gotta love a fast-paced team, Monte. Thank you. Kevin?
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Their biggest lead during the opening period was 5. They had a nice burst of energy once they got to the second quarter and ended the half holding on to a 4-point lead. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Oh, hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell them stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got Young. Andre Drummond is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Smith in at the shooting guard position. Now, here is Young. Can't cash in from close range.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Ellis dishes to Allen. To tie. Hill, no good. Chicago leading. Smith the pass to Rose. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Hill. And Indiana shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. He kicks it to George. Shot from the wing, and he gets the jumper to drop. George has got 26 points. And Chicago shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Rose kicks to Young. Here's the floater, and it's good on the way in. Young's got 14.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now, here is Hill. Hill sets the screen for George. Inside, here's Allen. Shot is off, and Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Young dishes to Rose. Young sets a screen for Rose. Back to Young. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Now here is Hill. Here's Allen. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 5 assists in the game. Chicago leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Young. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And the Pacers call time here. We take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month. The Bulls 3rd, the Pacers 4th.
I mean, guys, these are 2 of the hottest teams in the league right now when it comes to scoring the basketball.
On defense, the Bulls. Outside Hill. Pass to George. George double teamed, and a wide open look here for Ellis. Drills it from outside. Ellis has got 11.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Young for 3. The shot will not go. Excellent D there from George.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
The 3 from Hill. A rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Young passes to Smith. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. He has 7.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Hill kicks to George. It's back to Hill. Nice D from Rose.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury. Came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
Now here is Hill, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Outside Hill. Pick up by Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Hill dishes to Hill. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. That's 10 points for Hill. And getting back to George Hill, what a second half of the season he had. He tore up several key categories, Clark.
Yeah, he was bogged down by injuries early in the season. Came back to average career highs in points, rebounds, and assists. Partly because he was finally treated and looked to as a go-to guy, and he thrived in that role.
Now here is Hill. And Gasol comes to help. The drive by Allen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. That's his first personal foul. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
2 shots.
The first one falls. The Pacers making a switch here. Stuckey's checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Splitter's checked in. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Young passes to Rose. That is good. Rose has got 10 points in the game.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Pick up by Hill. Stuckey kicks to Ellis. Pass to Allen. Gasol with the steal. Ball's knocked loose. And oh, here we go with George.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's his first foul. Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Dunleavy comes in for George. Then for the Bulls, Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Nick Young. And it's Clarkson in for Rose. And so it's Indiana with it. Here's Ellis. 11 points in the game. Stuckey outside. He feeds it to Dunleavy. And stolen by Mirotic. From 12 feet out. And that one's good. Mirotic has got 6 points.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Hill sets the screen for Turner. Top the key, Dunleavy. Mirotic brings the double team. Ellis with it. Now Smith defending. Just 5 on the clock. On its way from Stuckey for 2. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5. For Chicago, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. They set the pick. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mirotic. No good off the back of the rim. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Ellis goes in. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Now, here's Clarkson. He has 5. From the line, Pacers with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Now Dunleavy. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Stuckey outside. Shot from 16. No good. Good work defensively by Smith. Chicago trailing here. Mirotic dishes to Clarkson. Screen by Smith. Gibson passes to Mirotic. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Mirotic has got 8. Pacers have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Ellis kicks to Dunleavy. Screen by Ellis. Indiana moving the ball around. Stuckey outside. Here's Dunleavy. Mirotic grabs the miss.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Splitter, that's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here is Hill. He's got 10. Back to Stuckey. shot from 20 feet away. Jump shot is good. Stuckey's got 4 points this quarter. Chicago leading. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Ellis. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Now, here's Clarkson. 5 points in the game.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
The drive by Ellis and the foul on Darrell White. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
On defense, Chicago. They lead by 1. Stuckey dishes to Ellis. A three-pointer, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Monte Ellis has always had a knack for the big shot. When things are on the line, he is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
And Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters for the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games from him last season.
Here's Turner, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's Gibson. And here is Mirotic. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Ellis goes in for the lead. Shot is no good, so the Bulls will take it the other way. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Right, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Rodney Stuckey. The Bulls have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And he can't get the first one. George Hill's checked in for Monte Ellis. Drummond's checked in for Chicago. And the second free throw, good. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Hill. He dishes it to Stuckey. To tie. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Stuckey's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
Well, you can bet the defense wasn't expecting that kind of razzle-dazzle out of it. But the spin worked like a charm. Perfect.
Here's Clarkson. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. It's a tie game in Indiana. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Bulls shooting 47%, pretty solid. Hill and Stuckey are the guard set. Paul George is out there with Portis. And it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pacers 5. Now here's Drummond. It's rebounded by Portis.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Drummond's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. Hill kicks to George. Pick up by Hill. Right against Stuckey. Pocket 6. Dishes to Hill to take the lead. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. Stuckey's got 3 assists in the game. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Rose attacking. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick Rose. 10 points and 8 dimes.
You know what? He's getting to the line. He's passing. He's really just converting in both those areas. He has been money.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really old school basketball.
All right,
and you
now,
know how that
take a
is.
break.
Certain parts of the game
Two
never
shots.
go out of style. They're always relevant. And he's excelled in those areas today.
The first free throw is good. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. Rose hits them both. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Stuckey passes to George. Feeds it to Allen. Pick up by Hill. Allen against Gasol. Shot clock at 6. And George, here we go. Allen, that's good. And the Pacers lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now here's Wright. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose is...
Shooting for Indiana, Paul George. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
the line for 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Assist goes to J.R. Smith. Timeout charge to the bases. Here we go, Pacers fans. Now, bring on the court for defense.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan player of the game. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
Well, certainly a solid night for him offensively. Excellent production pretty much everywhere. He was what I call NSV, Ernie, a nice safety valve. When they need to open up the valve, he came through with that offense.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.